Good morning, friends. Last lecture we have to discuss about the introduction and the discovery of the superconductivity. Okay. In this lecture we have to discuss about the magnetic property of the superconductor. Okay. The magnetic property of superconductor means what? Therefore your superconductance property, that is a magnetic property, therefore the different types of the material it has the attracting them, and therefore the superconductivity property is magnetic. Okay, therefore the Misner and the Oeschenfeld, that is a scientist, and that scientist it is a found that the when the superconducting material it is a cool below its critical temperature, and the critical temperature it expel all the magnetic flux from within the interior, that is 9.3a figure. Okay, that is shows as a magnetic flux, and B is the zero inside the superconductor, because the B is equal to micron 0 H into bracket 1 plus X when B is equal to 0 and X must equal the minus 1. Okay, therefore the Messner and the Oxenfeld it is a scientist, that scientist it is a found that the superconducting conducting material is a cool below its critical temperature, means this is the critical temperature of the superconducting. Okay, therefore you have to superconducting material it is a cool, you have to superconducting material is cool, that cooling this superconducting material it is a below the critical temperature of the magnetic flux of the expel all the magnetic flux, means your magnetic flux critical temperature is below, therefore your superconducting conducting material it is cool. Okay, therefore it is all the magnetic flux from within its interior, means that the magnetic flux it is a interior part of the superconducting material. Okay, that's shown in figure 9.3a. okay, look at this figure 9.3a. okay, that is a superconducting with the no magnetic field. Okay, this is the a point, that the superconducting it have the no magnetic field, and when the a is field applied in the second. Okay, therefore the a is field applied in second, means therefore your superconductor it is a passing through the magnetic field, therefore the no magnetic field of the superconductor with the no magnetic field, when the field is applied in second, means therefore the superconducting material, therefore you have to apply the field on the superconducting material, therefore it is a formation of the magnetic field around the superconductor. Okay, therefore this is the 9.3a figure. Then uh, then second point is about the magnetic flux, that is about the B is thus the zero inside the superconductor, means your superconductor's magnetic flux it is a zero, but it is inside the superconductor, means this magnetic flux it is inside the superconductor, because B is equal to 0 and the micron 0 is equal into H into bracket 1 plus X, when the B is equal to 0 and X must be equal to minus 1. Okay, this is the magnetic flux condition, and therefore this condition it shows that the 0 inside the superconductor, means in the superconductor, therefore the superconductor's magnetic flux inside them, therefore it is 0, and therefore why it is 0, because the B is equal to micron 0 into H into bracket 1 plus X, when B is equal to 0, therefore X must be equal to minus 1. Okay, that is the perfect diamagnet. Okay, then secondly the magnetic field is applied to the superconductor, therefore the magnetic flux is excluded and the superconductor repels a magnet. Okay, therefore the magnetic field is applied the superconductor. Look at this diagram of the 9.3b shows that the magnetic flux it is applied on the superconductor, therefore the superconducting substance is above the critical temperature, and therefore the magnetic flux is expelled from the interior. Okay, therefore your magnetic flux it is expelled from the interior. Why? Because your substances, okay, your magnetic field it is applied on this superconductor, therefore the magnetic flux it is expelled, magnetic flux it is explained from the interior of the superconductor, and both are called as the Messiner effect, and both are called as Meissner effect. Okay, this is the important definition of this Meissner effect, that is about the when the temperature it is a drop the below the critical temperature, means your temperature it is a drop the below the critical temperature, therefore the magnetic flux is expelled from magnetic flux of the superconductor, it is expelled from the interior, it is expelled from the interior, and that both are called as the Meissner effect, and that both are called as Meissner effect. Okay, this is the definition of the Meissner effect, and this is the important definition in the magnetic properties. Okay, therefore secondly is about the magnetic flux is excluded and the superconductor repels the magnetic. Okay, this picture in the photograph in the figure 9.4 where the magnet is seen the floating in mid air above the superconductor, means therefore above diagram shows that therefore the magnetic field it is applied the superconductor, therefore the magnetic flux it is excluded or the repel a magnet, means your magnetic flux are repel them. Okay, this picture in the photograph, okay, this picture in the photograph in 9.4 where this figure it shows that the magnet is seen the floating. Okay, the magnet is seen the floating in the mid air above the superconductor, means this above figure that shows that the photograph in the figure 9.4, and therefore the magnet is seen the floating in mid air, means therefore your magnet and this magnet it is a floating in mid air above the superconductor, means your superconductor is a downward side and therefore your magnet is seen the floating in mid air, means superconductors above, therefore mid air, therefore the magnet are seen. Okay, therefore this shows in 9.4 figure. Okay, look at this 9.4 figure. Okay, therefore look at these pictures. Okay, therefore look at this picture, that picture says that the permanent magnetic floating over the superconductor surfaces. Okay, look at this is the superconducting surfaces, and therefore your permanent magnet are the floating over these superconductors. Okay, permanent magnet are the floating over the superconductors, and this and the below are the superconducting surfaces, and therefore your bullet, okay, this is the magnet, that magnet it is a floating over superconducting surfaces, and therefore this is the superconductivity group. Okay, therefore this is the superconductivity. Okay, then the next point is about next point is about the critical temperature. Okay, therefore the critical temperature it is a changes in the presence of magnetic field, means your superconductance critical temperature it is a changes in presence of magnetic field, means magnetic fields are are the presence in. Okay, therefore the critical temperature it is a changes in presence of magnetic field, means your superconducting presence magnetic fields are available, therefore your critical temperature are changes. Okay, therefore next is a typical plot of critical temperature against the increase in magnetic field, it is depicted in figure 9.1 where you can see that it is applied the field increases and therefore the critical temperature drops. Okay, the Tc against the increasing magnetic field. Okay, Tc means that is about the critical temperature, and that critical temperature in the presence of magnetic field. Okay, and that is the Tc against the increasing magnetic field, and it is depicted in figure. Okay, therefore the critical temperature against increasing magnetic field, and that is depicted in figure, and that it can see that it is applied the field increases, means your magnetic field it is increases by this increasing magnetic field, and the critical temperatures are drops, increases the critical temperature are drop. Okay, this is shown in figure 9.4. Okay, look at this diagram of the 9.4, that 9.4 diagram it shows that the variation of critical field strength, and that for the lead, and note Sc is a 0 when the temperature is equal to critical temperature. Okay, therefore your critical temperature are increases, therefore your superconducting value or the field also increases. Okay, therefore this is the figure 9.5. Then Then definition about next is the minimum value of the field strain required to bring about this change is called as the critical field strain. Means critical field strain means what? The minimum value of the field strain means your field strain minimum value are required to bring about the change. Means your field strain minimum value are required about the field change. Means your critical field strain field is a change. Okay, your critical field strain, it is a change, it is a required the minimum value of field strain. Means the critical field strength definition is very clearly you have to understand that the minimum value of the field strain, okay, minimum value of the field strain, your field strength minimum value, it is a required, okay, this minimum value it is a required, and that value it is a bring about the changes. Means field strength required the minimum value, and that value it is a bring about the changes, and it is called as critical field strain, and it is called as critical field strain. And therefore the its value SC means its value depending upon the material in the question and on the temperature, material in the question and on the temperature. Okay, this is denoted as SC. Okay, therefore this is the critical temperature divided into two types, and that first type it says that the type 1, the superconductor which include most of the pure metal superconductor have the single critical field. Okay, therefore the type 1 says that the superconductor which include the most of the pure metals superconductor, means your type 1 superconductors that containing most include the pure metal superconductors. Okay, that type 1 superconductor it include most of pure metal superconductors and have a critical field and have a single critical field. Okay, this is the type 1. Then the type 2 is about the superconductors which include the alloy and the high TC superconductors. Okay, therefore the type 2 is the superconductors, that is the critical temperature second type, temperature of the superconductor second type. That type says that the type 2 superconductor which include the alloy, means your type 2 superconductor which include the alloy, and this is the high critical temperature superconductors, means this is the high critical temperature superconductor, and that allow this some penetration of the magnetic field, means that allow this some penetration of the magnetic field, and that magnetic field into the surface above the critical field, and that magnetic field into the surface and above the critical field, and that do not return to their non superconductance, means that critical field that do not return to their non superconducting state until the high field SC2 is reached, until the high field SC2 is field. Okay, therefore this is the type 2 cell superconductors. Okay, therefore the next is type 2 superconductors, it is a tend to have the high critical temperature than the type 1 superconductor. Okay, your type 2 superconductors have the higher critical temperature. Type 2 superconductors have the higher critical temperature than the type 1 superconductors. Okay, and last point of this magnetic property of superconductor, and that is about the Silsby effect. Okay, therefore it is an important effect, and question asked on this Silsby effect, that is about the write the Silsby effect or state the Silsby effect or define the Silsby effect. Okay, and anotherly therefore this question it is asked in the MCQ, that MCQ you have to your semester exam also in MCQ, therefore this question also asked in the MCQ. Okay, therefore the current in the superconductivity and that exceed the critical current. Okay, current in the superconductors exceed the critical current. Okay, your current in superconductor means in the superconductor, therefore this current is exceed the critical current, means your critical current are exceed by this by this current in the superconductors are exceed the critical current, and that superconductivity is destroyed, that the superconductivity is destroyed, and that is known as Silsby effect, and that is known as Silsby effect. Okay, this is all about the magnetic property of the superconductors. Okay, next time we have to discuss about the BCS theory of the superconductor. superconductivity in next lecture. Okay, thank you.